It was a humid afternoon in downtown Atlanta. Officer Branson and his partner, Officer Kelly, patrolled their usual route along Peachtree Street. The city buzzed with activity vendors shouting, car horns blaring, and the murmurs of pedestrians echoing off the buildings. Amid the crowd, their eyes landed on a tall black man walking confidently down the sidewalk. He was wearing a sharply pressed military uniform, complete with polished boots, a name tag, and a chest adorned with medals. His presence was commanding, almost cinematic. But something about it struck Branson as off. You see that guy? Branson nudged Kelly. That uniform looked a little too clean to you. Kelly squinted. Could be real. Could be cosplay. Branson frowned. Let's check it out. They approached him with cautious steps. Excuse me, sir, Branson began. Can we talk to you for a second? The man paused, turned toward them, and smiled politely. Of course, officers. Is there a problem? Just need to see some ID, Branson said, scanning the man's insignia with suspicion. You in the military? Yes, he replied, producing a military ID. Branson took it, but barely looked before muttering, This could be fake. The man raised an eyebrow. Are you accusing me of impersonating a military officer? Branson shrugged. We'll sort it out at the station. Without further words, they handcuffed him. The man didn't resist. You're making a mistake, he said softly. One you're going to regret. As they placed him in the back of the cruiser, he looked out the window, more disappointed than angry. At the precinct, they processed him quickly. His ID was scanned, but the system flagged it as pending further verification. Branson smirked. See? Told you. The man was allowed one phone call. He dialed without hesitation. Yes, it's me. I need you to make a call to the precinct, he said calmly, giving the name of the station. Thank you. He hung up. No anger. No threats. Just certainty. The tone of the precinct shifted within 15 minutes. The desk phone rang. Then another and another. Branson and Kelly were called into the captain's office, where they found their captain red-faced and fuming. What the hell did you two do? The captain barked. You arrested Colonel Marcus Ellison, the Marcus Ellison, Bronze Star, 2 Purple Hearts, National Intelligence Liaison, and a personal friend of the Secretary of Defense. Branson stammered. His ID was real, you idiot. He was part of a classified operation that doesn't even show in normal systems. You arrested a national hero because of a hunch? Back in holding, Ellison sat quietly, legs crossed, eyes closed in meditation. The captain himself unlocked the cell and offered a stammering apology. Colonel Ellison, we're deeply sorry. It was a misunderstanding. Ellison stood, brushing imaginary dust off his uniform. You embarrassed yourselves and your department. I complied. I warned you, and yet, here we are. We'll do whatever it takes to make this right, the captain said. Oh, you will, Ellison replied. I've already made my report. The story broke within hours. News channels picked it up. Decorated black officer, wrongfully. Arrested by local police. Social media erupted. Footage from bystanders was shared, dissected, and analyzed. Hashtags trended. Protesters gathered outside the station. The mayor called it deeply troubling. By the end of the week, both Branson and Kelly were placed on administrative leave pending investigation. Internal Affairs launched a full review. The mayor issued a public apology. The Department of Justice opened a civil rights probe. Ellison, meanwhile, returned to his base, where he was greeted with applause and solemn nods of respect. He gave no interviews, made no public statements. He didn't need to. The damage had been done, and his silence spoke louder than any words could. In the weeks that followed, the city's police department implemented mandatory bias training. Officers were required to undergo certification on military protocol and identification. The chief of police resigned. Branson moved out of state. Kelly tried to sue for wrongful termination, but was countered with a civil suit from Ellison's legal team. Colonel Ellison, for his part, continued his service with quiet dignity. He had faced bullets overseas, survived ambushes in foreign lands, and stood before presidents. But it was the quiet fight back home, the daily battle against prejudice, that proved the most bitter. Still, he stood tall, not out of pride, but out of principle. He had made his one call, and it had shattered the lives of those who underestimated.